Welcome back, family. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to another week of getting approved. Today is Monday, the 18th October, and we have our university appointment today. The second part to getting approved and with our student visa. So it's 9:15 and I'm on my way down. My appointment is for 10:30. So you may be asking why today. So when I paid my monies last week, I made an appointment for the 15th, but slots were full, and that's another requirement. If you need to do your applications, then you need to have a request time allotted to you on that day so you can get the process running smoothly. After checking that site, then I found out that there was no free time at that time, so I had to reschedule it for today, which is the 18th of October. So that is what we are going here to do this morning. Let us keep our fingers crossed like this, držim prst, as they would say in Serbian, so that the process can be done smoothly, because I had some times in the past where the process was not done smoothly and I ended up and trust me, there's one interesting story I need to share with you all, but the process did not go smoothly, and then a lot of stuff transpired within that small space of time. So this morning it's beautiful, 17 degrees, it's sunny, it's not too cold, just like it like this. I just want to say thank you all again for watching the videos. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your comments and your support. Over the weekend, I did not do anything special. I was just chilling with Jay a little bit. She came by me and then we were talking about one person of the family, of the MNJ Time Vlogs family, reached out to me and asked me and said that they want to give a donation to the channel. It's in the description of the video where you can donate to whatever you desire. There will be a bank account linked so in the description of the video so you can donate. I am on the boulevard, Kyle Alexandra Boulevard. I'm just walking a little bit because I'm kind of early to the registration. I'm just trying here to come back, talk with you all a little bit, and then the interesting thing is with my registration around that time that I ended up at the judge. It wasn't anything huge, it wasn't anything big at that time, but what happened is that this was back in 2017. I went to apply to do my registration and then they were taking so long with the registration was not going as planned, and they were just sending us around back and forth within the university. And it came to the point that, so yes family, as I was saying, it was coming very close to the renewal date of my visa, my student visa. And I did the renewal, but what happened? I was not registered as yet into the university, and I was thinking this is going to be a problem for me now because I am not registered, and then I paid for my visas, which is really stupid because I spent over, at that time the visas was like 17,000 something dinners, but now they increased the price a little bit, so I'm paying close to 18,000 something when I'm finished with everything at the payment, for the payment of the visas and everything. I did the payment, and then I went back to the university and told them that look at what happened, this and that. They did not do anything, they just delayed the process. It was very slow. I basically had to look for an overnight. I had to basically go out of the country, go out of Serbia and come back into Serbia. So, and all of this took place on the eve of New Year's, the December 31st. So I booked a ticket, I booked a travel to Budapest, to Hungary, which was for only 27 euros. It was a night trip, both going and coming. So the whole package was 27 euros. And while going there, It was my first night I would have spent outside of my bed, outside of the student dorm. And that time I was at the student dorm before moving to my location. And now I took the travel and then we started going. And upon arriving to the border of Serbia and Hungary, I ended up in some more problems. But mind you, that our passport is a strong passport, so I don't need any visas to travel to most of the countries here within Europe. On that backdrop now, I still had my American visa and I had two passports at that time, so that added more to the problem of why this one person has two passports. But while there, they started checking. They wondering why there is no visas in this passport, so they had to come back into the bus and check what is wrong, who is this person, what is going on. I'm in front of the university now. I mean, you can see the building, it's at the back of me. As I told you that I can enter most of the countries without the visa, so they failed. What they did not do, they just did not check on the internet within the regulations that due to the name of the passport and the country that I don't need any visas, and they were making a whole pile of problems. So I ended up, I'm not sure if you can hear me with this noise, so I ended up giving them my other passport with the other visas so that they can let me go through. But I did not know at that time, I was still young, didn't understand what was going on. I should have really stood up for my passport rights and have that process be done without submitting my other visa. But since that was not the case, I had to basically be like a little dog, put my tail through my legs and just give them the other visa so that the process can be done smoothly. But at that time too, I was really nervous. I was thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to do that stuff? And it was cold that night. It was really, really cold. I did not have any good protective jacket. Trust me, I did not know what I was doing. I was just going, because what would have happened, it would have looked really bad on the student visa that I overstay the time allotted on the visa and I did not renew it. But I renewed it. I have the slip from the police area, but that did not do anything. So I had to pay, which would make me at the end pay another set of couple thousand dinners just to get that stuff. So while they reached in Budapest, we were outside. We did a little bit of sightseeing. The trip, it was from the 31st to the 1st, so I spent an overnight at Budapest for the New Year's. So, and I get to see the New Year's the New Year's fireworks and everything. But it was cold. I was walking up and down, trying to get some place where I can stay for the night a little bit so that I could just pass the cold time a little bit easier. But at that time, I didn't know anything. I didn't know what to do. There was just only me alone. But thankfully, I had someone in a hotel that he told me I can stay basically for some hours until my time to leave. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty frustrating. I didn't know what I was doing at that time. All I knew was that in order for me not to look, for my visa not to look really bad within the eyes of the police, I had to go out and come back in at that time. But that was a stressful night. It was the coldest night I ever spent outside since I'm here in Serbia. Coming back, I had another check at the border again, asking for the visa. So I went out as a student and I came back in as a tourist within Serbia. So we have like 90 days to enter without the visas. And then I applied for my visas again in January. From then until now, I never left the country to go out and come back in as a tourist. Mind you, there's only a certain amount of time you can do this. Go out and come back and do a border run to get your visas approved. Let us go inside the faculty. Let's go and see what is happening. Big time for 10:30. It's 10:07. Let me just make my way. I'm inside. I'm in the line. There's already a line. So as I said, let's keep our fingers crossed. I hope this one can be the best one I have. So what they told me is to go to the judge and answer some questions and pay some fees. But mind you, the fees can run you up to like 9,000 dinars for one sitting at the judge. For me, she was telling me I need to pay like 5,000 dinars because of the lateness running us around, wrong, like hamsters in a wheel. But thankfully, the judge was so nice, man. He not to do it again. Don't forget, the accounts and everything will be linked in the description. If you want to help us in getting along, help us with some finances, with some payments and stuff. So don't forget to like the video, like, share, comment and subscribe onto the vlogs, onto M&J Time Vlogs. And then okay, just the update. Everything ran so smooth today. It was the smoothest transition I've ever done in my application process. I am officially registered into the university now. Now I need to make the appointment to visit the police because we need there, because of the pandemic restrictions and everything with the COVID. We need to make an appointment to get a scheduled date to go and bring in all our documents. It's 12:07. Well, it's a little bit after midday. It has been so good so far. The total amount that I would have spent on this journey to approve will be at the end of the video. What's up, family? So it's Tuesday. I'm at home, not doing anything much. Appointment for my visa renewal process, which is going to be on the 20th of October. So that's going to be next week. Yes, and I'm just eating some food here. I just finished cooking some rice with some curry chicken and carrots. This is how it's looking. Today I'll be paying for my visa. The reason being for this is that last year, I knew that last year we had the opportunity to pay by card last year, and then when I made my appointment for this year, I've not seen that opportunity where we can pay by card. This is the reason why I'm going to get to the bank at the moment to get the amount of money that I need for that payment. The bank is all the way over there. Although I'm paying for it today, the renewal is not until next week. So I found it a lot easier to be like 5 days or a week before the actual date for my renewal process. So this is the reason why I'm going to pay for it today and have that week free so that I can do all other stuff that I need to do within the wait for the visa. And if I need anything else, then I can just add to the documents that I need. You can also pay on the same date, but for me, I don't like standing in the line and waiting on the bank, and then everything is just chaotic at the moment because it will be a full house. A lot of people around that time is coming to renew their visas, so that's why I don't like paying on the same date. I'd rather pay 5 days before or a week before I go to the actual station for the visas. So I'm gonna just get this here at the bank, and it's nice down here today. Look at today's the 22nd of October. It's a Friday. Yeah, so I'm close to the area to go pay for my visa. Yeah, as you have seen in that clip of those buildings are coming on very nicely in here. I really like seeing that kind of stuff. Not because I'm in civil engineering, it's just something special that you don't get to see when you venture further inland into living here in Belgrade, Serbia. Hopefully one day we will own just an apartment in one of those buildings. When we are ready to buy that, there will be empty spaces that we can get like a new one. But all for now, I can just only stand and look at those buildings. Let's go pay for our visas and see what we can get from there. And recently I've seen a lot of flags around the city, as you can. I did not see my country as yet, but I'm hoping to get it and to see it one day. I'm at the police station here now. Let me just go in, pay for this, and then woo! What's good? What's going on? Oh man. I just came out and spent 19,211 dinners to make my head legal here in Serbia. Wow. That stuff got expensive. But I've never seen a Serbian woman look so good counting a whole pile of money before. Although I'm laughing, I'm still hurting my head like, damn, why it got so expensive and where did that hike in price came out? That to me is a little bit strange. Something that I need to be concerned about, because it was not like this. I think I still have the slips from last year. I will have the actual prices and everything that I paid for, but oh man, this year they're trying to bite the head off. If there was a way that you can get that stuff for 2 years and just pay like in monthly installments, that would have been better, but no, I guess that everybody needs to eat at some point in time of the year, and then you have to basically pay the government, pay the police. You see this building in the back there? That's another good building as well. Last year I had problems because what happened? I did not renew my passport on time. I wasn't taking into consideration the date on all that stuff, and then I came to the police, paid all my money for my visas. Upon arrival, they gave me for only 1 month. I was like, why only 1 month? And then when I checked the date on my passport, I was like, ooh, kind of dark in here. Yes, and when I checked the date on my passport, I was like, uh-oh, yeah, this is a big problem now. I have to get my my passport renewed. So I had to do a rush airmail to home and then back here into Serbia to get my visas processed within that year. I had already paid for it, but mind you, that does not stand. No matter if you paid for it, it does not stand. So I had to pay again a whole pile of monies just to make another appointment. That is the unfortunate story. I'm currently waiting for a bus. Those buses are coming full. So we are fast forwarded to the 28th of October. Now I'm going to get my interrogation session. I have all the documents. Probably wondering what kind of room is that. Just you go inside the office where there will be like 5 of them sitting, but everybody's attending to different persons at the same time. They also have the power to revoke your visas. And I'm walking to the bus stop. I mean, I'm just using the time just to enjoy a little bit of the sunshine that is coming through that cold. I'm cold this morning, man. Trust me. Y'all may be hearing this a lot in the vlogs. I'm cold. I'm cold. I am cold. No, that truck got stuck on the hill. Wow. I was inside of that interrogation room. They're looking kind of dim. You reach at one point in the visa processing application where I don't have an old passport. I have a new passport because of last year, as I told you. And then he was asking me for my old passport. I was like, no, I don't have it because I did a rush renewal of. He was saying that I don't have an entry address. I was like, what? Which entry address you're talking about? You see, that's the thing. Every year I go and do my visa, I always find there's always something that is strange that is missing from my visa. I'm always fearful in going there. I mean, you shouldn't have no fear of anything, but with them now, they need to process your stuff properly. Now I have to wait to get the visa in my hands.